Hello, my name is Anna Cardi and I want to major in health sciences to become an occupational therapist. After watching the video about Jaden Libby's injury, I was very moved by the motivation that he had throughout his recovery. He was always positive, which was expressed by the staff he worked with. They said he never gave up. He was always very positive, which is very important when recovering from such a traumatic injury. He went from being a varsity football player, scoring a bunch of touchdowns, making big plays, to not being able to walk. So keeping a positive mindset is very important. I also thought his support group of his family, his friends, the hospital staff, and the community that raised money for him also played a huge role in him staying positive and helping him recover. There were many people who helped care for him after his injury. At the very beginning, after he made impact and couldn't get up, the athletic trainer ran on the field to see what was wrong. After evaluating him, he would have been sent over to the hospital where he would work with a physician's assistant and a medical imaging and radiation technologist. The physician's assistant would diagnose him, come up with a treatment plan, order the necessary tests, and the imaging and radiation technologist would perform the x-rays, MRIs, CT scans, whatever they need to come up with the proper diagnosis and treatment plan. While he's in the hospital, he'll be monitored by nurses who will check his vitals and communicate any important information to him and the rest of the medical staff working with him. He would also have a pharmacist who will give him his medication that is prescribed that he needs to get better. The next stage in his recovery is returning to his everyday life. After becoming paralyzed and having such an injury, returning back to what you used to do is going to be extremely hard. But after the right diagnosis and coming up with a treatment plan, he would work with a physical therapist, an occupational therapist, a dietitian, an exercise science, or even a counselor if he's having mental struggles. It's very hard. He was a pro football player, varsity player, to not being able to walk, so it's very challenging mentally, and it's important to have a good support team. The physical and occupational therapists and counselors are all very helpful in keeping him motivated during his rehabilitation exercises. I remember in the video an occupational therapist trained a therapy dog to help him with his balance and everyday tasks, and also to help him just stay motivated and positive during this time. He would also have exercise scientists to help him improve his health and fitness, and a dietitian to make sure he watches his diet and stays healthy, because it's important to have all of the proper nutrients and fibers that you need when going through such a recovery. Having a poor diet can negatively impact progress being made. Seeing the way the occupational therapist helped, cared for, and motivated him during certain exercises was very moving for me, because that's what I want to do in my future. I want to be able to help people the same way the occupational therapist helped Jaden Libby during his recovery. One big thing that I noticed in this video is that to be a good occupational therapist, you have to have patience. The patient isn't going to be able to do the exercise the first, second, or third time it's given to them, and the next day they might not be able to do the same thing they could do yesterday. They might lose progress. So you just have to be patient, and you have to motivate them and not just help them get up the first time they fail. They need to fail a couple times, and they need to work hard to recover. And the occupational therapist can't just help them get up the first time they fail, or they're not going to make any progress. In the end, there were a lot of different people that helped Jaden Libby recover, but with all of their hard work put together, he has made a lot of progress, and it has helped him incredibly. Thank you. Have a good day.